those years, all those unconscious men, well, all kinds of jerks, all kinds of karmic relationships. Yeah, some of them beautiful, but so karmic. Finally, I'm with a loving, respectful, wise man, and I feel deeply in my heart, like I never felt before. This is eternal. This is real. This is it. From now on, it's going to be just joy and bliss. No drama anymore.
How can you be so sure, my dearest?
Because I feel it. And I trust what I feel. I just know we were meant to be together. Our sensuality, not to even mention sexuality. I've never experienced anything like that before.
Indeed, my love. This is truly beyond anything I have ever experienced or even imagined.
Oh, I had this vision of us having a past life together. I was a queen and you were a king.
A king? Could be. Wearing a crown does feel familiar to me.
Yes, to me also. Even now sitting here like this feels like a déjà vu, like we have done that in some dimension or other.
Well, I hope this vision of yours doesn't mean that we're also in a karmic relationship.
Oh, no, of course not. We are both done with karma. It's just showing us that we are connected since eternity, from the very source. I'm sure we are soulmates or twin flames or something like that.
Dearest, you know there's no such thing as soulmates or twin flames.
Yes, I know Adamus says so, but you know, I'm not such an Adamus nerd anymore. And even if there's no such thing as twin flames, it's still nice to imagine we're once, isn't it?
Well, dear, you know I like to be realistic. Maybe I'm not so romantic and can ruin some of your imaginations, but that's just how I am.
Don't worry, I love you just as realistic as you are. Not that I wouldn't appreciate some flowers sometimes, or some romantic poetry waiting for me in the morning. But also without all of that, I love you. I can't wait to introduce you to my parents.
Your parents? So soon? I mean, well, we've been barely together a year.
Too soon? Oh, are you saying you're not sure about us?
No, my dear. I'm sure, but parents, I mean, come on. Why don't we just keep this space kind of, for a little while, just for ourselves?
Okay, then. It seems you still haven't released ancestral karma. I'm not afraid of any parents, neither mine nor yours.
Then why don't we meet my parents first?
Why would we meet your parents first?
Because I don't even call them parents anymore. To me, they're just beings. I love them, I honor them, but I have no attachments to them. That's what happens when one releases ancestral karma.
Are you trying to provoke me?
No, Elizabeth, I just want to be free. I don't like any parents to be a part of our relationship. Besides, didn't we say that we wouldn't impose or put anything on each other?
Yes, of course we did, my dear. I couldn't stand any limitations of freedom anymore, and I'm the last one who would want us to restrict each other in any way and become a duty instead of beauty to each other. I do understand you, and I'm so happy we are able to discuss everything so clearly. This is such a gift.
Yes, dear, of course.
That didn't sound very convincing.
Well, you're so sure about everything. Our future, our eternity. It just makes me feel a bit tied up, like everything's already written. Speaking from my own experiences, things never, very rarely do they go in a direction that we plan it. This security of yours reminds me of this. It scares me a bit, It kind of puts me in a box without free potentials.
So if everything goes okay, then you get scared? You want something more interesting? Some drama?
No, I would just like to keep things open. The security reminds me of this terrible lifelong promise. Until death do us part.
Insecurity would make you feel better?
I'm just saying that I'm not sure if I can fit into all your expectations. This feels like pressure to me. What if I disappoint you? What if things turn in a different direction? Why wouldn't we live day by day without limiting each other? Can you imagine for a moment? Instead of knowing everything and living such a predictable life, waking up every morning and choosing every day what we want. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What if, just if, for example, it happens that you like somebody else?
What? You already think that you could fall in love with someone else?
No. I'm not thinking of anything. I'm just saying, what if? Because I couldn't really be happy if I knew that you liked someone else, but you felt like you were hurting my feelings.
Wait a minute. Are you suggesting some kind of open relationship?
Well, I didn't think of putting it in that way, but yes, this would make me feel more free.
Oh, that's so kind of you that you care so much about not hurting my feelings, but no, thank you.
So, you think you can control the flow of life, your emotions and your feelings? So what would you do if you unexpectedly and suddenly fell in love with someone else? Or maybe just had feelings for someone? That, no matter how much you want to spend time with me, your soul wants you to be alone for a while. That no matter how much you love me, your soul wants you to be alone. What would you do?
I would talk to you openly and we could then decide what each of us wants to do in this particular situation.
But you are aware that in this case we might separate?
Yes, I am.
Well then in that case, why would we make any sort of commitment? Come on, sweetheart. Commitment is so old energy. And besides, this unlimited allowing of whatever comes will give us a great opportunity to really integrate and face our darkest aspects, our shadows.
Like what?
Like jealousy? Or the fear of losing each other?
No.
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 So this is freedom for you. Don't you realize that you're limiting my freedom of choice?
Am I? Well, if this is your choice, then no, thank you. Maybe, after all, we're not such a compatible couple as I thought.
Kuthumi will fix that.
Yes, please.
This is Eduardo's channeling agency, and he's channeling me.
So, beloved Kuthumi, tell me, what would be the best thing for me to do? Should I leave or should I stay?
Well, dear Elizabeth, this doesn't really sound like a profound question.
Master Kuthumi says you only have two options.
Yes?
To leave him or not to leave him.
Yes?
Yes.
But I already know that myself.
That's exactly my point.
Yes.
Why did I come here then?
Yes, Elizabeth, that's the right question.
Master Kuthumi also does not understand why you chose to come here.
But I thought you would give me some clarity, some advice.
He just gave you advice. You are sovereign. You know everything you need to know. Just trust yourself.
But I don't need to come here and pay this high price to hear what I already heard 1,000 times in books and channelings, and from my soul.
Maybe you should listen to good old Kuthumi more carefully. Sometimes he does say some useful and wise things, not to even mention listening to your beautiful, wise soul.
All those years, darling, listening to my channelings, you should be an expert of yourself.
You're right, my wisdom. I just keep forgetting about it. But yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Oh, thank you. Namaste.
Hey, I missed you, my dear. Thanks, Serafina. Maybe somebody already thought we wouldn't appear in this play. All the world is a stage, my dear Fairy Florence, and we are merely players in it.
Merely players, indeed. Even invisible ones. But could this theater exist without us?
Surely not. But it was great to have some vacation, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. Since our clients got so wise and sovereign, there is not so much work around them anymore.
So haven't you heard?
What?
Aren't you following what's happening? Elizabeth is considering leaving Arthur.
Oh, that's what you mean. She's not leaving him. She just wants some clear boundaries and some more clarity. I must admit, your client has always been wiser than mine.
Well, she's a woman.
You sound like a feminist, Serafina.
Yes, I do. I know it's not so modern nowadays, but that doesn't apply to me. Not that I prefer women over men. I love men. They can be so sweet. But from my objective wisdom detector, I must say, when it comes to applying wisdom into real life, men are so often relying on fancy concepts instead of their own wisdom. They just repeat what they have heard from others or read in books.
Oh, yes. The more spiritual they are, the more they think they know about everything.
Exactly, my dear. And spiritual men are the worst. While women, on the other hand, not always, but very often, use their natural ability to dive deep within, to sense, to feel.
Yeah, it just seems men need more time to get it. I wonder what's the reason for that. I wouldn't say they are more retarded. No. Maybe just lazier.
I think you're right. But we shouldn't forget that women have this natural talent of intuition, which those poor guys usually don't have so developed. Of course, they're convinced they do, but oh my, so mental. You know what I mean?
Yes, I surely do. But of course, it doesn't apply to all men. And I hope Arthur is getting out of that category soon. He's my client, after all.
We mustn't forget that this previous year he has already made some steps, getting out of his mind and allowing love into his life. But we both know that's just beginner's luck.
Exactly. I can't wait to see if he gets to his graduation. And I do wish him best.
Yeah, me too. He is such a sweet man. And also Elizabeth would greatly benefit from that.
Definitely.
Master's Cafe. I'll be there in disguise.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Oh, hi, Master K. Kevin. Wow, you look totally different. I hardly recognized you.
Indeed, I've changed in many ways. I hope you are not angry with me anymore.
Oh, it's okay. Actually, I'm waiting for a friend.
Oh, don't worry. I'm also waiting for my partner.
Partner? Ah, business partner.
Actually, I'm in a relationship now.
You are in a relationship?
Yes, I finally found that special woman I always dreamt about.
Good to hear that.
What about you? How are you doing?
Hi. Hey, darling.
Oh,
Sophia? You two are together?
Well, it was a surprise for me too. I wasn't expecting that. Well, a beautiful surprise. Sorry, darling, I totally forgot to tell you. Elizabeth would like to have some urgent woman talk.
okay.
Would you mind leaving us alone?
Oh, of course. Take all the time you need, ladies.
Thank you, darling. You see, he is so sweet. Turns out that Kevin is like Mr. Darcy, hiding a beautiful soul behind a mask of vanity.
Good to know it happens. I'm so happy for you.
Yes, I'm happy too.
A coffee, please.
Coffee.
Just coffee? Wouldn't you rather try some really excellent wine? I have this good Slovenian one. Just coffee.
So, what's up with you? How are you doing?
I'm so desperate, Sophia. And can you imagine, after this beautiful, amazing year we've had together, he suggested a kind of open relationship.
What exactly does it mean?
I'm not really sure. You're kind of open and free, but, well, while one person is free, the other is not necessarily.
Do you think he has another woman?
No, I just think he wants to make sure that we're both free.
Well, being free sounds pretty cool.
Cool? It feels disrespectful to me, to our love.
Why is this bothering you so much? Do you think this situation triggers some old, painful aspects within you?
Oh yeah, everything can be explained with something triggering my unresolved shit. Always the problem is in my issues. You know what? For me, this is just a bunch of new agey bullshit. What if my anger is not about being triggered? What if it's just showing me that someone is not treating me respectfully? For me, this is not a conscious new energy relationship. It's just old shit in a fancy wrap of so-called freedom, so-called open. But if you ask me, it's just a way of energy feeding. Not only from one person, but from two, or even more. Already hippies realized it doesn't work. Yeah, and you're actually right. I can feel this is triggering my old issues, my ancient issues. He actually suggested that this could be a good opportunity for us to confront our shadows, because this would trigger our jealousy. What the fuck? I'm learning to love myself. I'm not interested in masochism. I'm not playing those games anymore.
I totally understand you. But you know, maybe he didn't want any drama. Maybe he's just afraid to lose his freedom.
Okay, yes, maybe he is just afraid, but I'm not interested in being with a man who turns away from me with every little breeze. I don't have time for that. How did I think this relationship would be so different? I don't have time to lose on absent men who are still afraid of real sensuality, of intimacy, of love, of sensuality. I've been there, done that. No more. I want to live and love. A relationship should be a co-creation, not a co-dramatization.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Elizabeth. You don't need this drama anymore. This is a bunch of macchio. You know, I for myself also need this kind of stability in a relationship, you know? Not limiting of freedom, but the feeling that I can trust this person. So, what are you going to do?
Well, I will tell him I need a mature man, a man who knows what he wants, And who knows, he wants me. Simple as that.
Maybe, after all, you could first check if he really meant what he said?
Of course he did. What do you mean?
Well, you know men. Sometimes their feelings don't exactly match their words.
Okay then, enlighten me. I'm dying to hear the advice of my wise, experienced friend who converted even a Casanova like Master K into a saint.
Well, why wouldn't you accept his offer? Why wouldn't you allow yourself full freedom and also have him have a taste of his version of freedom?
Oh, I think I know what you mean. You're a genius.
Serafina, I have a secret. Do you want to hear?
Sure.
I'm in love.
Oh, well, who?
Well, not with anybody particular, but if you are already asking, there could be a person. And this person could be Master K.
Master K? You're kidding me again, Florence.
Oh, why not Master K? He is very handsome, and since he's not such a jerk anymore, he seems like very appropriate and inspirational to fall in love with.
But he already has a partner, Florence.
I didn't say I want to marry him. I just said I like him.
So what are you going to do about it?
Well, nothing. Just enjoy this beautiful feeling of love. The flow, and just enjoy it. Already being in love is such a magic feeling. And it brightens me even more to love myself. I guess this particular person I'm in love with doesn't have much to do with that. Just serves as an inspiration. And it will pass anyway. Usually it doesn't last long.
That's true.
And luckily, I am a fairy, and I can allow myself to be very fairy. And luckily, I'm not a human to make drama out of every beautiful feeling.
Florence not trying to interfere, not trying to use her famous love potion. I can't believe my own ears.
Well, if he would be single, I would certainly be considering that. At least visit his dreams sometimes. But now I don't want to distract him, particularly after he finally realizes the beauty of faithfulness.
So you think he has really changed?
You don't think so?
Well, you know humans, they so easily fall back into their old patterns. The old, not fully integrated aspects, just waiting for an opportunity.
But he seems to have really a sincere intention.
He certainly has, and I do hope he will stay an honorable man. But even those humans with sincere intentions get confused sometimes and unconsciously play games. The sexual energy virus is very tricky.
In this case, we have to check him out. And I bet he will pass the test.
You certainly have such good opinion about humans.
I know, we haven't seen much wisdom down there so far. But we have to trust them. If they say they want to change, let's just trust they will. Otherwise, what's the point?
Okay, you're right. let's get ready. I'll help you with preparation and some advice.
Yes, advice.
Hello, dear. How are you doing? Hello. How are you?
Hey, I'm fine. What about you?
Oh, I'm great.
You didn't seem so happy before. Are you sure you're okay?
Totally sure. I took a closer consideration of your suggestion, and I realize now this is really a wonderful idea.
I'm so happy to hear that. You know, I was a bit afraid you'd hold it against me. I really didn't mean to hurt you.
No, not at all. Yes, actually, realizing the full potential of this new sense of freedom, I've already decided to make some arrangements in this direction.
Wonderful. What is it?
I've decided to take a trip, or more precisely, a 3-month-long traveling.
That is a great idea.
You like it? Great.
Yes, I do. But of course you do know that you have to go it alone, right?
Why alone?
Well, darling, I have a lot of things to do right now, and I'm working on a project, so I can't really do that.
Yes, dear, I know. I understand. I didn't even think of bothering you. But you know, when we open ourselves to life, it just comes to us, whatever we need. So I met an amazing man recently. Such a conscious and handsome guy. He's a channeler of Master Kuthumi. And, well, we just decided to make some arrangements to travel together to Nepal, to Thailand, maybe also Bali. But, well, we don't want to plan too much, you know, just go day by day. Oh, darling, the iron.
It sounds like a great adventure.
Yes, we're both so excited.
So, yes, great choice, great choice. You know, Nepal, I've been to Nepal actually a few times. I can give you some practical advice.
Oh, it wouldn't be needed. Eduardo is a very experienced traveler. He's been there many times. I will be in safe hands.
Yes. So are you friends or?
Well, undefined. You know, defining any relationship is so old energy. Makes the future so predictable. Takes all the magic out of life. So we have just decided to be open to life, you know. I'm so grateful to you, my dear, that I released my control and fear of real freedom.
Yes. This is wonderful.
Florence, is that really you?
Oh, well, I prepared well to the journey to the human world. Look, I manifested a new hat and human walking device.
Very nice. It's called shoes.
I still need to learn how to walk in this.
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't know how human women can do that.
Now, strange spikes indeed. You will make sure not to use any magic, including any love potion, right?
Yes. I'm just doing a regular checking of my bag.
Well, knowing you so well, I would also like to make a double check. I would really want you to be clear about not using any magic, including any love potion. Let me just briefly remind you, we are in the new energy now. Humans are sovereign, and we are not supposed to interfere.
Okay then, so I will have to count on my natural charm, and I also did some research.
What research?
here is my study material.
Oh. Manual for women. How to seduce a man. Cosmopolitan. 10 tips how to turn him on. Master the art of attracting men with class and elegance. Men are like on-off buttons.
Come on, darling. We ain't have the whole day.
Can I borrow them?
Yeah, for the purpose of research
Oh.
on humans.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, this will really be so interesting. I'm so sorry I can't go with you, but I have to check what is going on with Elizabeth. Oh, yeah. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I'll be back as soon as possible. I can't wait to hear the news.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. It's 7 o'clock. He should walk by very soon. I shall make myself visible now. Okay. I'm ready. Oh, excuse me, sir. I have some problems here with my penny board. Some technical difficulties. Could you please help me? I mean, you as a man will surely know how to handle this thing.
Yes, I can try. Oh, it's just a little bit of food came in between. Here you see. It should be okay now.
Am I seeing right? Aren't you Master K?
Master K. Well, I did call myself with that nickname some time ago, but it was more as a joke. But how do you know about that?
Well, everybody in the neighborhood knows you.
Really?
Yes. I'm Florence. Could I invite you for a drink as a sign of my gratitude for your help?
No, thank you. You are very kind, but no. You know, I might have some reputation, but I kind of released my old identity, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes, sure. Well, congratulations. Thank you.
Oh, hi. Oh, so good to see you. I just helped this lady to repair her device. Everything okay now?
Yes, thank you so much. I'm very impressed. Congratulations.
Well, I'm sure he did it well. He's so practical and skilled.
Oh, it was a very easy task.
And too humble too, you see?
No,
He
no.
would never admit it.
It was really nothing.
It wasn't an easy task at all. Congratulations, dear sir. Congratulations, dear lady.
Well, it was very nice meeting you.
Yes, it was my honor. It was a divine intervention, if you might have noticed.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Well, I can see they didn't get it. Well, how could I expect that from humans? But I'm truly impressed by his transformation. I can't wait to speak to Serafina. Oh. Isn't that Arthur? My own client? Wow. I didn't realize how amazingly handsome he looks through human eyes. Excuse me, sir.
Hi.
Could you please help me?
Sure.
I have some difficulties, technical difficulties.
Okay. May I see?
Yes, please.
Oh, it's quite simple, actually. It's just a piece of wood. Yeah. Can I see if it works?
Yes, please. Everything's okay? Oh, wow.
Yes, it does. It works perfectly. You will be safe.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Nice to meet you. I'm Florence, but you can call me Master F.
Okay. I'm Arthur. It's so lovely to meet you.
Yes. I'm so grateful you stopped by and helped me. You know, not everybody would be willing to do that. I wish more men would be considerate like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is no big deal.
Yes, it was.
Oh,
It was.
you know, you're quite lovely. It would be great to maybe spend some more time with you.
Yes, sure. I would love to.
Me too.
Let's meet tomorrow. Same place?
Same place, same time, same me, same you.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir. So, darling, as I've said, one of the most important things for me in a relationship is being honest with you. I can never keep or hide anything from you.
Of course not, darling. Actually, I would like to be honest with you also. I just did something that wasn't really wise.
Really? How so? What was it?
Well, I was feeling so awkward that I was playing this game with you. I know it was really silly, but do you want to say something?
Yes. You know, thinking about all the things that after all this time that we've been talking about potentially seeing you wanting to see other people or going on this trip with Eduardo, why wouldn't you go with him somewhere?
Oh no, I just wanted to tell you that I was only joking.
Joking about what?
Well, I didn't actually mean to go on this trip with Eduardo. I was just teasing you a bit. I know it wasn't a good idea. I'm so sorry about that.
Well, no, why wouldn't you go? It would be fantastic if you could go on this trip, and if we could trust each other so much that it wouldn't be a big deal if we enjoyed other people's company.
I just said I'm not interested. It was only a joke.
Sweetheart, you're not getting the point. I want to be in the company of a particular person.
What? Particular person?
Yes. I recently met this amazing, enchanting lady, and I would like to spend more time with her. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, if I made you angry with my stupid joke, I apologize.
No. It's no big deal. It's actually great. Yes. It's amazing, actually. So, actually, would you mind if I go and have some coffee with her tomorrow?
Do whatever you want. You're a free person, aren't you?
Wow. You are truly an amazing woman.
Sid. Can't wait to hear the news.
Oh, Serafina, he's so handsome, so masterful, so wonderful, so cute, and not wearing those dreadfully boring costumes anymore. The suits, he looks very stylish.
I don't remember Kevin ever wearing suits.
Oh, it wasn't Kevin. Kevin passed his test perfectly. He is really a conscious man now, loving his Sophia as she deserves to be loved. But I'm not talking about him now. I'm talking about Arthur.
Arthur?
Well, it's so great, Serafina. I would like to become a human. With this short eye contact, you get so much delicious energy feeding.
I can hardly believe Arthur being so unconscious as to play with energy feeding.
Well, it can be very subtle, so he doesn't even realize. And you're forgetting how charming I can be and how hard I studied. And actually, he did catch some love potion.
What?
I know, I shouldn't.
What?
But I just couldn't help myself. He's just so cute.
Florence? You used the love potion on Arthur. That's despicable.
I know.
I can't believe my ears. I have told you hundreds, no, thousands of times, we are not supposed to interfere with humans.
I know. This wasn't my intention. But Serafina, you don't know how it was when I became a human. You just can't avoid to just try some of those games they play. You know, this like kind of innocent little tricks.
Humans call it love.
Well, it can be love, of course, but it can be also dose of energy food and such a sweet dessert like chocolate souffle a la Florence.
So, he's literally enchanted now. I can't believe my ears. Instead of taking good care of your client, you are actually seducing him. Oh, my Merlin! What are you going to do now?
Well, we definitely have to think of something to neutralize this spell very quick. We certainly don't want him to get in trouble with Elizabeth.
Poor Elizabeth. Oh, Florence!
I can see you're too idealistic, my dearest. There are a few things about relationships that you really need to understand. I mean, a few illusions that you need to release. First of all, no relationship will ever give you or me or anyone all we dreamt from the beginning. I mean, I'm not a god. I'm not a projection of your divinity, and I don't expect you to be mine. We're just humans. Wake up. I mean, this is just too much of a burden for me as a man to hold the window to divinity for you. I mean, yes, sometimes, but mostly we just need to do it for ourselves.
Yes, I agree. I realized I was a bit pushy with all those expectations of trying to fit you into my vision of a perfect future. So, what's the next illusion of mine?
The second one is that relationships are not only about the nice wanted emotions. In fact, one of the reasons that we get into them is to give us experiences that trigger our emotional wounds by bringing them up from the depths of the unconscious so that we may finally face it and integrate it. So, as I've said, relationships are a great opportunity to heal and integrate the dark, wounded parts of us.
Yes, definitely. I agree on this one also. This is actually something that I really appreciate about you. Because, yes, the other men I knew considered that there was something wrong when these unpleasant parts showed up, some dark and ugly aspects. Most people are afraid of that. But with you, it's almost a celebration when they show up. Like, wow, I can feel these nasty energies coming up. Another chunk of my rich inner material is here, giving me this wonderful opportunity to integrate. Thank you, my darling, for this precious gift.
Yeah, you see, you're saying that, but in this situation, you're doing exact opposite. You're running away from your feelings instead of facing them. Don't you realize that you're asking me to be what you want me to be?
I do respect your freedom, but it's just painful for me. It's kind of humiliating to watch you playing those games in front of my eyes. Could you be a bit compassionate instead of always knowing the answer? Instead of fixing my issues, maybe you should take a look at your own issues.
No, you don't respect my freedom. You're just overwhelmed by your emotions. This pain is your trigger, and you have a great opportunity to deal with your jealousy, to finally face it and integrate it. But instead, you're pushing me to change. I wouldn't expect that from you. I thought you were more conscious than that.
And you think you are so perfect? Yeah, indeed, so perfectly mental. I'm getting a headache listening to you. Could you please stop driving me crazy? Why don't you even try to listen to me? Could you please for a moment just try to feel me, to feel who I am? You think you know everything, but in fact you're so disconnected from your feelings and emotions that it's impossible for you to feel and respect mine. Don't you see, Arthur, that you're missing a point here?
You see, you're manipulating me again.
You know what? Fuck off. I'm not participating in these games of yours.
I'm saying it again. I'm not playing any games. This is just your dealings with your emotions. I have no intentions with this woman. No sex, no nothing. It's just beautiful to be able to spend time with another woman, even just to share a moment, and then releasing it and letting it go. For me, this isn't something illogical. And I don't feel guilty about it either.
Yeah, well, it does sound nice and wise, but I don't buy it because I feel the energy beneath it. And you know what? It doesn't just feel like pure joy. I can feel it in my gut when it's about a pure heart connection and when there's some seduction involved, even if it's subtle.
So you're insisting you're in denial. You know what? I'm tired of that. I have the right to enjoy my life in my own way and trust my own gut feelings.
Okay then, enjoy as much as you want, but I'm leaving this situation. Running away, so to speak, in your words.
You're leaving.
Yes,
You're leaving me.
yes, abandoning you, just to avoid the risk of being abandoned. This is one of your wisdoms, remember? And you're actually fortunate. You won't have to deal with an unconscious woman anymore.
Namaste, namaste. Welcome, welcome. Sit down and be comfortable, yes?
Yes.
Some nice chai tea?
No, thank you.
No?
No.
Okay, then. So, what is your question?
Well, you know, my girlfriend is saying that she wants to leave me. And I don't know what to do.
That's what he says here, maybe even thinks, yes. But Unfortunately, the truth is, she already left him.
Actually, I'm getting the information she has already left you.
Has she? No, no, no. You know women, how they can be, manipulating and stuff, just to get what they want.
She's not necessarily manipulating. She's just setting her boundaries.
She doesn't know what she's doing. I want to find out how I can help her and save our relationship. I know she's a wise woman, and I know she loves me, but she just got possessed with this stupid jealousy in her emotions. She's so afraid of freedom, and now she even wants to leave me. Well, she already has. But I know she just got lost in her emotions. And I don't want both of us to play this game of energy feeding. I would rather us be free masters.
Yes, and what's your question?
Well, am I right or not?
Can you be more precise?
Is she jealous or not?
Yes, she is.
I knew it! She's just consumed by her jealousy.
No, her jealousy seems just normal size. Or is it L? XL?
Just M.
No, just as I said, medium size.
Well, how can I help her get out of this state?
Oh, those humans. Will they ever stop trying to solve other people's problems? Tell him it is not his problem to save her, but himself.
Well, Kutumi says he would like to hear your question.
My question? But I just asked one.
Oh, my goodness.
No, he wants to hear your question about you, not about her.
Well, I don't have any problems myself.
Well, tell him to fuck off.
He says that in that case, he unfortunately can't help you.
Okay. I got it. I know what you mean. Why am I pushing this freedom within this relationship so much? Maybe it's because I'm not really sure if I actually love her. I can't stop thinking about this other woman, but I also don't want to lose Elizabeth. Maybe I'm just afraid if I surrender deeper to love, what would happen to me? Will I get lost in my own neediness again? Even addicted? I don't want this to happen with Elizabeth.
Excellent.
Yes, that's the right question.
So what's the answer to the question?
Kutumi admits there are things that humans know better than ascended masters.
Oh, good to know.
He trusts your wisdom.
Okay then. Okay. Thank you. Do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
No?
Do you have any private plans to go to Bali, Nepal, Thailand?
Sorry, we are a channeling agency, not a traveling agency.
No private plans to go there?
No.
Okay then. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Hey.
Hi.
Thanks, man. So tell me something.
Yes.
Now that you're in this relatively happy relationship, and having that very, very incredible past with many, many women, do you ever miss the variety or diversity?
Well, to be honest, sometimes my good old Master K aspect still shows up, wishing for some extra entertainment. But you know, finally finding a person like Sophia is just so precious that those old games, they don't interest me so much anymore.
You never have a wish to have some more fun with other women? I mean, I don't necessarily mean sex, but, you know, just enjoying the exchange of male-female energies.
Well, I do have many female friends, and we have a lot of fun together, but I'm more conscious of the boundaries now. Sophia has a special place in my heart, and I'm very clear about that.
Is she ever jealous?
Of course she is. Aspects pop up sometimes that feel jealous, and for me too. But we are both very conscious of being respectful and giving each other as few reasons as possible to feel hurt or abandoned.
So you don't feel like your freedom is restricted because of that?
No, not really.
For me, it's suffocating, man. It's like she's manipulating me, you know? What would you do in my situation?
Oh yeah, I used to feel like that too. And it's difficult to give any wise advice. It's a sensitive topic. Who is right and who is wrong? It's impossible to say. I think we all have our right to be right.
So you don't think I'm the one who's right in this situation?
Well, from the perspective of quite an experienced man in this field, I can just say that it's good to be really honest with yourself when you are playing with, how would I say, the multidimensional presence of the feminine, if you know what I mean.
Boy, do I. Yeah, it seems like sometimes more is less. Like if you have more, then there's more problems and less joy. But it shouldn't be that way. You know, I've told her that I've clearly chosen her as someone whom I want to experience love on a deeper level with. But I also love other people, including other women.
Quite a delicate topic.
So you're saying that it's wrong if I have feelings for other women?
Having feelings is one thing, but how you act them out is another. Nothing is really wrong. It's just a choice, and each of us chooses the games we want to play. It looks like she already made her choice, and now you will have to make yours.
So you mean I have to resign myself to her demands, to live my life in her restrictions? That doesn't sound like freedom to me.
Freedom. After having experienced a lot what you call freedom, it has a different meaning for me now. One day I realized that even with all this, how do you say, variety, I still didn't feel free. So I asked myself what I was really looking for, and I decided to pay a lot more attention to my soul and my own deeper feelings.
Yeah, but surely your soul didn't want to give up your freedom.
No, what my soul wanted was to show me the real freedom and the real self-love.
I don't understand.
I didn't either, but then I began to feel this love coming from inside, and I realized that real self-love is not about me trying to love myself. It's simply not judging myself and allowing myself to receive the love of my soul.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when I met Sophia, and as I got to know her, I felt like a dream coming true. The best way I can describe it is that I felt like I was finally coming home.
Wow, but how can that happen when this lifetime is all about self-love?
That's what I thought, but then my soul asked, how can refusing to receive love from others be called self-love?
Whoa.
So that's when I decided to stop trying to be free and searching more, and just allowing myself to receive this amazing love of my soul and from Sophia.
Wow, it sounds so perfect. To believe that a human man and a woman can achieve that.
It's not so much something I achieved. It's more like something I just found from within one day, and it really surprised me.
So you never come across any obstacles? Any lower vibrations? No pain or possessiveness?
Now, let me ask you something. So how did you feel when Elizabeth told you that she would like to travel with this guy, with Ronaldo or Eduardo?
I didn't say anything. I just allowed things to happen.
I didn't ask what you said or did. I asked how you felt.
I felt like a piece of shit.
You see,
Yeah, but it's all about me. And when I fully allow my own self-love, I won't have these feelings.
really? So until you get that perfection, does it hurt?
Yes.
That's how it is to be a human. We feel like a piece of shit when we are cast aside, and then we are trying to find ways to not feel. And we even call it spiritual when we are trying to hide these completely normal human feelings. I don't say that I have the answers or that I know the way out.
So what are you saying then?
Life is a mystery, my friend, and you just have to live it.
Oh, I thought I finally met someone with whom I can share true love. Well, I already knew it can't be perfect. I'm so idealistic. And by now I also get it that this is an earthly life, and I can't expect anyone to be only divine for me.
I'm so glad you finally got that, Elizabeth.
It's just so painful to realize I was wrong. Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Oh, please, don't start that again, darling.
Maybe he's right. Maybe I am just running away instead of facing my wounds. Or maybe I don't love him unconditionally enough. Maybe if I loved him without any conditions, if I was more conscious, more open, I could accept him exactly as he is. Everything he is, everything he does. Maybe I'm just not there yet, needing all that attention and causing too much drama. The cards. I will take one of Jean Tinder's creator cards. Are you trusting yourself? Whose perception do you value the most? Whose wisdom do you trust? Mine, of course. Although, compared to his strong, clever arguments, my wisdom seems so insignificant.
Oh, darling, stop doubting yourself, Elizabeth. Insignificant. Can't you understand that you are a woman? Your wisdom is gentle, subtle. Your knowingness comes from your belly. It's in the rhythm of your own breath, the deep breath from your sacred womb. Nothing really tangible or explainable. It's about feeling.
Yes, the feeling, but it's so difficult to explain.
No need to argue or to prove anything. Just trust your knowingness.
I feel a presence.
Oh, it's me, Serafina. You are fairy.
Yes, it feels like an entity and an ascended master, I guess.
Ah, well.
Yes, I definitely feel a very wise feminine presence. Playful. Oh, it's a fairy.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Elizabeth.
Yes, I can feel you. Do you have a message for me?
Yes. Don't again betray your feelings just because they don't sound as fancy as those mental, spiritual, shitty-pitty concepts.
Shitty-pitty?
Oh yeah, that's a Hebrew word meaning disconnected from emotions.
Oh, a kind of illness?
Yeah, it's almost epidemic nowadays, especially amongst men. Instead of realizing they are not able to feel, they judge their partners as emotionally unbalanced, non-spiritual, too sensitive, and so on.
Oh, I get it. I'm disregarding my feelings for the sake of being accepted. Oh, I'm being a pleaser. I thought I was over that. Yet again, I'm doubting myself, denying my wisdom. Again, I'm forgetting about my sovereignty. When I'm alone, it's easier to feel my safe space. But when I open up to others, especially to him, I still find myself not being able to feel my energies, myself. But no, it's about me. It's about me, about feeling myself. Yeah. This time I truly want to honor what I feel. My feelings, including my anger and pain, are here to serve me, to tell me what's not acceptable for me. And I just don't feel good in this situation. It doesn't matter why I'm feeling that way. I don't need to explain it. I don't need his approval, because I know who I am. The only thing that matters is that I see myself. And yet, it's so easy to say that I don't care how he sees me. I know it's true, but still, when I open myself as a woman in a relationship with a man, I wish to be seen by him, to be seen deeper, not just a little part of myself, but to be seen as all that I am, as my human self and my essence, my soul. Yes. My wisdom is about love. Those subtle feelings can seem so invisible and intangible, but this is my wisdom, my mastery. I'm a master of love, and my feelings do matter. And it just feels too painful to be in an open relationship. It doesn't mean that I'm not able to be free, or that I'm taking anybody else's freedom. And yes, I still love him. And of course, I wish him to be himself. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying that this game is not for me. And if he insists on playing it, I will not fight against him or against myself. I will just simply step out. Simple as that. Well, I guess it's time to celebrate my birthday. I wonder if he remembers that it's today. Oh, but even if he doesn't remember, I will still enjoy myself and have fun tonight. Oh, thank you, dear fairy.
Good luck, darling. Serafina, I found the book, How to Neutralize the Magic Spells. Section for women. How to turn...
Give it to me, it's my book.
How to turn a prince into a frog. No. Has your prince fallen into a deep sleep? Here is how you wake your sleeping beauty. Look here. How you remove the effects of the love potions.
Let me see.
It says, the magic spell conducted by a love potion can be neutralized with a true love kiss.
I said, give it to me.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, let me see. I knew it couldn't be so simple. Look here at the fine print. It says, this solution can only be applied until the time of new energy, when humanity enters the era of sovereign divine humans.
Wow.
In those times, the only cure for neutralizing the spell will be that the enchanted person himself realizes what true love is.
Okay, everything is clear now. It's all about him.
Yes. What a mess you have made. I will definitely ask for you to be downgraded back to runner status, or even to be incarnated as a human.
I'm sorry. I was so stupid. But, Serafina, you must admit something. His mind is a greater distractor than any other magic spell can be.
I guess you're right. But that doesn't save you from being downgraded. On the other hand, I bet if you would have to incarnate as a human, I would have you as my client. And I don't think I can cope with that. With all the mess you already made here as a fairy, how would it be if you were a human? Oh no, I would have constant headaches. We really have to think about this. We'll talk more later.
Shouldn't we hurry now and see what's going on there?
Okay then, you're right.
Oh, look at them. They're doing so well.
Are they? To me, it appears as if they are in the midst of a big, juicy drama.
Indeed. But I have such compassion for both of our human parts. They're going through so much. Elizabeth is doing so well in finally learning to love and respect herself. She's becoming a real queen of her life.
Indeed. I admire them as well. To be honest, I didn't think he would ever get out of his mind. But it looks like he might have a chance.
Oh, well, I'm not so sure about that. He's so stubborn.
Do you think they will ever make it?
I don't know. You know, you're such a lovely soul, but on a human level, it's quite a challenge to try to get through all your mental networks to your true essence.
Well, darling, no one is perfect in human form.
True. No one, not even me. Although you must admit that Elizabeth is willing to hear Arthur, whereas he's not even hearing himself. I'm not sure we as humans are such a good match. But, does it matter?
Of course it matters. They do love each other. And I also would love to spend more time with you on Earth.
But, we are together here, beyond time and space.
You know what I mean.
Oh? You mean melding each other's energies is not as much fun as real, sensual, embodied human sex?
Exactly.
Oh, is that the only reason why you wish for them to come together?
Exactly.
Okay, so do we enter the game then?
Yes, darling. I don't know if they will ever make it without an intervention.
Yeah, indeed. Please remind him that it's her birthday today.
I will do my best. Let's go.
Let's go.
What may I bring you?
A glass of red wine, the Slovenian one.
Nah, I think he needs a good strong cup of coffee.
Okay. Okay. I'm not changing anything, just allowing everything as it is. The more I learn to just be and allow, the higher my state of being will be. Thank you. Yes. The more I learn to just allow and just to be, the higher my state of being will be. Fuck it. So what do I want? What do I feel? What do I really feel? I love her. But but she's just limiting my freedom. She's emotionally manipulating me with all of her demands. So what should I do? She would just leave and I will just sit here and enjoy my coffee. Coffee? Fuck. I don't want her to go. But what do I do? Maybe I did hurt her. Maybe I was inconsiderate. But what about my principles? Asking her to stay is like going backwards. And it's like giving her permission to control me. And I can't do that. No. Oh my gosh. What kind of master am I? Sitting here, whining like a little child. Fuck. I hope nobody sees me. But on the other hand, maybe I was also controlling her. Was I controlling her by judging her as a drama queen while she was just trying to express herself? Was I listening at all? Was I willing to see who she really is? Wasn't she trying to explain that she wants us both to be free, even if her perspective is different from mine? Was I listening? What if we're both saying the exact same thing, just packed into different words? Fuck, words. Thinking, analyzing. Couldn't I make a promise to stop fucking thinking and to feel more? Okay, all right. Okay, Arthur. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Fuck. What if allowing is not the same thing as listening to what my heart is saying? And for the first time in my life, I can actually hear it as it's singing to me. You're here, Arthur. You love her. Now go and find her. But can this be wrong? Oh, fuck. What is right? What is wrong? Fuck. I hope I'm not too late. Wait a second. What is this strange feeling I'm having? Oh, what's the date today? It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Run, Arthur. Run.
Party has already begun.
Yeah, I can see that.
Serafina, do you see what I see?
What?
This one there? I have a feeling he is a real elf coming from a real fairy kingdom, not just a human wearing a costume.
I wouldn't say he's real.
He is, Serafina. I can feel it.
What would a real elf be doing here?
Maybe searching for me.
Come on, my dear. He is a human, and I'll prove it to you. If he is real, he would be able to see me, but certainly he will not.
looking for something.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you are real.
Of course I'm real. What else would I be? Don't you recognize our sort?
Oh, yes, of course. My apologies. We'll talk more later.
Well, did you see?
Well, he seems to be real.
Oh, Serafina, he's so handsome, so sensual, so masterful, so cute.
If I should guess, you are in love again for the third time in the last few days.
No, no, Serafina, this is something totally different. I know he's the real one for me. I knew I will meet a real compatible man. One of my sort, not one of those humans.
Oh, and well, how can you be so sure?
I have the knowingness. This is my soul destiny.
Oh, come on, Florence.
Why are you laughing at my dreams? I'm a fairy, remember? I still believe in fairy tales.
I'm sorry, but you haven't even met him.
Oh, why you have to be always right? Maybe it is a good idea to check him before I make a final decision. Maybe dancing with him?
Why do you think he would like to dance? He looks quite static standing there in his car.
Yes, quite static indeed. Definitely a good idea to check him a bit before I commit. Dating a man who doesn't dance is a waste of time.
It doesn't look as he has any intention of asking you for a dance.
Well, he doesn't, but I do. Just watch.
So what brought you here? Aren't you enjoying your freedom?
Well, I thought perhaps we might enjoy that together.
No, I don't understand your highly sophisticated mental constructs.
True. And I don't understand your feelings.
True. So what are you doing here?
Trying to understand, trying to feel you.
I don't think you're able to.
I want to try.
Oh.
Please be patient with me.
That's something new.
Yes. Please be patient with me.
Why would I believe you?
Just because.
Well,
Because.
yes.
I know what I have been through. And I can only imagine what it's been like for you. I want to experience all of this with you. I'm here. I know who I am. And I want to enjoy all this beauty with you. Oh,
Oh. Do you really mean it when you say you will try to feel me, to hear me?
do. You know how much of a hardhead I can be,
Yes.
but I'm willing to try.
Okay, then. You are lucky because you are my favorite hardhead.
It's good to know.
So let's just dance and see how it flows.
Florence, how was it? Did he dance?
Well, I couldn't say he's a born dancer, but Serafina, he's so cuddly, so wise, so gentle.
Okay.
We already decided. We are incarnating as humans.
Haven't you always said that humans are boring?
Well, they don't have much sense of imagination. They are quite boring, but they can kiss each other and commune and do all these other things. Well, you know, this fluffy melding of each other's energies that we have here. Humans, you don't even know how lucky you are.
Thank you.